Hey, what's going on, Nathan? How'd you already see that I was live? Trying to get my dad in here first before we went live, but what's going on, man? Question for you, dude. Let me know when you see me wave around, wave around the Gatorade bottle. Just type in the chat once you see it. Yeah, it's basically instant. How's the sound and quality on your end? Hearing it all right? Decent? Just give me 1 second. I'm just posting it in the group and the chat, the page and all that. So who else we got in here? I think my dad's watching, but I don't know. We gotta try to figure out how we can get in the chat. Dad, I don't know. What do you mean says invalid response? What says that? How do you get there? Well, we're getting some more people. Welcome to the test. If you're having any issues logging into the chat, just I have my Facebook up as well. Just message me there. Let me know what your issues are. We'll try to walk you through it, get you over here, and try to, show you the ways of the tube. I also have my new Saki 92, which I got from Big Bad Toy Store because they said the box was damaged. That's all there was. So, um, pretty into it. Can't wait to take this out finally. It's been a while. Then I got my Gabra that I've never opened. I don't know if Cat's watching, but yes, the lizard kitten. Reyes, what's going on? Rob, Gabe, there we go. It's not so bad. All right, guys, this is the silly test that I've been doing. Test in the chat when you see me wave the Gatorade bottle. This is the quickest way for me to tell how fast the speed is. Nathan's literally seeing instantly, so it's basically between 0 and 5 seconds as I type that and send it out. Hey, Lupe, Reyes, glad you guys can get on. What's going on, Brian? So yeah, just hanging out here. Dad, you still having issues? All right. So yeah, thanks for helping me test this out. Do a little bit of little unboxing. So Nate, he was your first one, and he's probably, I don't know which one I think's better, the 91 Saki or this one. It's pretty sweet. If you're having any issues with the chat, again, if you can see this, but you're having issues getting in, just DM me on Facebook. I got it up, so here to help. Tomorrow we're not going to be going live on YouTube because I want to get everyone acclimated to it. But so tomorrow we'll still be on Facebook Live. But oh man, yeah, the Rick Batra is such a beautiful figure, but I've never seen any more worse like battery placement. I don't understand what they were thinking. They're like, yeah, you can light it up if you never want to take his tail off, or maybe I don't know. That was I'm glad to see now that on the Ricks with the lighting, they actually have like they're making nameplates out of it and stuff, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, the 91 might be the best. I don't know if you guys follow Summit Kaiju. They just posted up some. I mean, these guys take unbelievable pictures and just make uh, just unbelievable photoshops of these things. And the one guy has the 91 like stomping through the city. It's unbelievable. Um, you know what's not a gimmick though? Where is he? There he is. I don't know if you guys have seen the video on the guy we're raffling off tomorrow, but this light up is, I really hope this is how they start doing it from now on. The way this one lights up is it literally like starts from the mouth and then actually trickles down his spines all the way up his tail. It's not just like, he turns on and it's just on. It actually is like a sweet build up. So I hope they start doing that going forward. That'd be pretty sweet. Nick, so what happened when you clicked the link on Facebook? Where to bring you? All right, sorry. Oh God. I don't know if you guys are familiar with baby toys, but the new baby toy lock ties that they have now, where they're just like a full like quarter circle that you just turn and it's open. X Plus needs to really step their game up. I had the same issue. It sent me to my browser on my phone. Really? So it just took you to the browser? It didn't take it to the YouTube app. That's interesting. Definitely something to look into. Lupe Reyes, how you guys doing? Any issues with the chat? I know you guys said you experienced some in the past with other YouTubers. Oh, there it is. The tie on the bottom. Invalid response. Wild. I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna try to click it and see what happens, but I'm curious to where that takes me. Come on, Dad. You can figure this out. What's the roadblock? I know you can see it, but what are you hitting? You had to create it. Yeah, yeah. If you're once you create an account, um, then you just, creating an account is essentially like creating a channel. So you just create the channel and then that's it. And now you have access, which it seems like my dad's having issues with. So I'm probably gonna have to like set it up on his thing. An error occurred loading the channel creation form. Please try again later. Dad, it seemed like a couple people had issues with the link. Um, let's see. People getting a lot of invalid. Did I post up a bad link? Hold on a second, guys. No, I click on it, it takes me to it. Alright, guys, if you're seeing this but having issues, man, glad we're doing this test training. This isn't for real. Thanks for joining, guys. Yeah, it takes you, if you click the link, it takes you to the YouTube page as opposed to the direct stream. That's interesting. So how the hell do we change that? Yeah, you know, I'll click it on my phone, see where it takes me. I'm curious myself. Because I know a lot of you guys are watching on your phone, right? The delay seems to be great, though. I mean, it looks like we're pretty much having this dialogue in real time, which, you know, for our whole auction setup, I think that's will be better for everyone. So let me see. I can't text back on YouTube. How do you do it? Eric, all right, so if if you're at YouTube, Eric, you're gonna have to create, usually in the top right or the top left, it's gonna have the three lines, and you basically click it, or you'll see the icon on the right, the person icon. You gotta click it. You got to, if you have a Gmail account, that's easy. Then it's really easy to create an account for YouTube. So if not, you hit create account. You create a Gmail with it. You log in, set it up, create channel, and then you will have access to the chat. It's like similar to Facebook. Like if you didn't have a Facebook account and you're watching Facebook Live, you wouldn't be able to actually access the chat. You'd be able to watch the video. So it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, it's weird. Some people, it's a lot of mixed things where people are clicking the link and it's taking you to the page. And then some people, it's clicking and bringing them right in. Not entirely sure. I'm actually going to try that out right now. Um, really? Hmm. So let's click this link. Yeah, I clicked the link on my phone, at least in the group one. Let me see on the page one. It brings me to the page, and then you just click the one that says live. So let's see. Let me try the other one. Testing. Invalid response. Okay, so the one on the main page is wrong. Of course I messed that one up. Good job, me. The one in the actual our chat is okay. So let me fix that. I don't know what I did on that one. But that might be why people are having some issues. Let's check this out. Sorry guys, bear with me. I know it's probably boring looking at me stare at the screen. Okay, so what was the issue here? Alright, just updated the link on the main page. Let's see if that did anything. Were you guys clicking in from our little group on Facebook, or are you clicking on like the Kaiju Live page itself? Oh, alright. Sweet. So that seems to be working if you just search Kaiju Live, but have a good night, man. Thanks for trying to help out. Appreciate it. All right, just wanted to see if this link is working. Nick, if you're on, hey, Eric, you got in. What's going on, man? Can you call my dad and give him some pointers? Because he can't figure it out. And I don't know how many different ways to explain it to him. Nick, the group is on, if you go to the Kaiju Live Facebook page, there should be a button like right under the main artwork that's actually behind me. You should be able to, it says visit group, or you can click on community, which I believe is on the left hand side, and that will bring you to like our Kaiju Live specific message board itself, and that's where everyone like kind of shares their pictures of their stuff, and a little bit more intimate, passionate. Um, so just want to check, make sure this link is working now. That is so strange. Invalid response received. I'm just gonna delete it. I don't know. Tried one other way. I'm not digging that. Yeah, don't know why the link in the group is working fine, at least on my phone anyway, but the main post on the website isn't working at all. It keeps saying invalid, which I don't know why. We will have to work that out later. All right, so Dad, any more luck? Eric's in. Reyes and Lupe are in. Nate's in. So strange. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. All right, let's get back to unboxing this bad boy. So what do you guys think? I'm sure everyone by now has seen the new Godzilla trailer. You think Rodan dies in that conflict there? You think that's it? He goes out, tries to save the world, and Dunzo? I mean, I hope not, but it's pretty ridiculous how much smaller, oh man, how much smaller Rodan is this time around. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Dad, I don't know if you saw that. Give that a shot. Try logging out of YouTube and then log back in, and then instead of clicking on any links, go directly to the go to YouTube and just search Kaiju Live and see if that helps it. Because some people some people were doing it that way with some success. I don't know. I'm sure everyone's seen pictures of this guy, but I mean, the detail on him is absolutely ridiculous. My only complaint with Saki sculpts are they're not true 30 centimeters, which drives me insane. They're like 28, 27. It's like, come on, man. They gave you a scale to work with. You do great stuff. You can't just keep it in scale. Nothing infuriates me more than seeing a Showa Godzilla smaller than a Heisei Godzilla. Because, I mean, we're talking about 55 meters versus like 85 meters, sometimes 100. So I don't... really grinds my gears. Let's see. Dad's texting me. Won't work, error message. Dad, you've corrupted Facebook. I guess it's all over for you. So yeah, that's true. Good point, Nate. That's definitely how it is. Rob, I don't know if you know. Man, what am I struggling with? I'm gonna end up breaking this thing. I don't know if you saw my video a couple weeks ago. My favorite way to put the tails on is boil a pot of water and you literally just stick the back end tail in there, gets nice and soft, and then you can literally, instead of sitting there with a blow dry like, and 15 minutes later. Okay. Jeez, this is being really annoying. So, I mean, so what do you guys think? Again, we got 12 people in here. Everyone, as soon as you see me wave the Godzilla around, type now, just to get a test of the delay. Yeah, the delay is, it's next to nothing. I mean, there are some, yeah, 1 second delay is awesome, Levy. That's great. I mean, the issue that we were having with Facebook was, I mean, there are times it varies too much, which is why I wanted to test this out to see if it actually did have, was better. Was Facebook sometimes, we would do the going once, going twice, and then usually either my wife or my sister is on the other side watching it. We do the going once, going twice, and we would try to wait, and then we'd be like sold, and then we would do that, and then we would hear it, like, the going once almost a full minute later. It was like, so I know, some people, that's happened a couple times in the past, but it kind of kills the bidding war fun of it for sure. And then I know, no one wants to lose a bidding war due to something being a solid minute. What do you mean, Pat? They don't scroll for you anymore? And as you guys are watching this, you're probably like, how is this guy still struggling with this this goddamn plastic wrap? And it's being very gentle. There we go. Got his feetsies out. So Eric, are you watching on your phone or you're at home on a desktop? Just curious. How many people are on their phones right now? Actually, Pat, that's been happening to me too. Like even with there was one time when I think it wasn't last week, it was the previous week where we were streaming, and the comments didn't load at all for me. I actually had to like bring up my phone and test it out that way, which was pretty wild. I was like, okay. But then, last week's show, it was fine. The comments loaded up and everything. Man, I'm gonna rip his hand off. Why is this tape so tight? How's it look, Lupe? Looks good on the phone? How's the quality, guys? Sound? Oh yeah, actually, that's another thing. I know I'm actually getting a new mic tomorrow, so it's gonna sound better than it is right now. But I did mess around with the settings. Does it sound as echoey as it did last show for that people that tuned in? I know we had I don't know, sometimes it just sounds like, I don't know, we're just in this echo chamber. I mean, granted, it's a basement, but it should sound better than that. Yeah, babe, scissors might be good. Appreciate it. Here she comes to save the day.
Here she comes to save the day.
All right, I mean, thanks, babe. Damn. The problem last week was the mic. Well, see, that's the thing. That's what's gonna get fixed, Nate. Is the sound is actually just the laptop mic, which is usually directly in front of me. So that's why I always sound clearer than my dad does, because he's over there. So I finally got a USB mic, and we're gonna put that, right in the middle of us. So it should be clearer, and it shouldn't favor one or the other anymore. So that's gonna be good. Hey, Eureka! He's free. And then I mean, yeah, I honestly I don't know which I like. Like this and the 91 are unbelievable. The gigantic 64 is probably I don't know. He's my favorite Godzilla in general, so he's just ridiculous. Get in there, get really in there. Um, but I was glad to see that. Got really lucky. Big Bad Toy Store had like a big sale on these guys because they said the box was damaged. I mean, I've had some damaged boxes, and I would not put that in that category. I'm gonna leave his tail and put him back. I'll fully put him up together later because I don't got a blow dryer, and I definitely am not going to get a pot of water going. Let's get Angry Kitten Boy over here. So again, thanks for testing out. So I mean, again, the show tomorrow is not going to be on this because I don't want to abruptly, hit everybody with this. So we're still going to be on Facebook. We kind of figured out a way around the delay by texting in the chat because the chat says the chat is like the most live thing. So like when we do the going once, we're going to like type it in the chat directly now for tomorrow's show. But then after tomorrow's show, we're going to, give this a real shot. Unless everyone, we got a lot of the core guys, the OGs in here as it is. I mean, unless you guys like this, I would have no issue trying to do this for tomorrow. So that's up to you guys. Gabra. One of the most underrated, well, it wasn't one of the worst movies ever. Unless you're a kid and you'd much rather have Meania than Barney. But, I mean, so glad that they made this guy. I really hope they don't make a 30 centimeter because I'm really tired of buying in between lines. I'm pretty much stopping that. It's just, you got to pick and choose your battles. But I am getting a little annoyed that X Plus, like all toy companies, they get into reissues and all that jazz. But I just wish when they come out with the same style, whether it's a 84 or whatnot. I mean, the 84, for instance, the 30 centimeter one is leaps and bounds better than the 25 centimeter. Pose, detail, sculpt. So like those are the ones that are great. But when, for instance, the 64 that they've, they realize that the 64, 62, they're like, those are the prime Showa. Everyone loves those guys. So when you got, two 30 centimeters, two 25 centimeters, and a gigantic, I want more than just this. I mean, they could have went with the Kyoto model where he's like this and the tail's going up. That would have been sweet to see a highly detailed version of that. But, what do I know? Oh, this is great. No tail, because he's got none. Actually, holy crap, he does have a little tail. You see this? I never noticed that in the movie. Look at this little boy. He's got a little tail. I might have had one of those. So let's see. Dad, so have you even attempted any more options to try to get in here, or have you just, you clicked on it, got an error, and you said, screw this? Oh man, he's so cool. I actually just bought a new plastic shelving unit, so I'm going to try to get all my 25 centimeter guys up. But this is definitely arguably the best Gabra figure ever made. I mean, I know Marmot and stuff have put out some figures, but me personally, I'm into the accurate, as close to a living costume on my desk as possible. And this guy definitely fits that bill. Yeah, no, I I know, Nate. That's as I've been, me and my dad have been collecting since I'm 32 now, but I've been collecting since I don't even know. I was 10. I was always that kid that was like, "Don't take it out of the box." No. Um, it wasn't really much about playing with toys as much as I was about displaying them and, taking care of them. But I always friend, why'd you get the same figure? And I'm like, well, that's not the same figure. That's the theater issue, and that's the re-release, and it's just people like, you're crazy. I'm like, maybe, maybe a little bit. um, but yeah, I mean, the reissues are cool, especially like the PX exclusives. They're cheaper, which is, I mean, that's great. But for me as a collector, I'm not a big fan of buying things and then watching them lose their value because the company just throws out, uh, you know, the same sculpt, reissues it, and maybe throws in something new, like, they give you a spaceship or, a Super X2. I, I mean, that's why, I mean, I've kind of got out of Bondi's. I mean, you know, what do they got? 16 Space Godzillas now? I mean, it's tough to, the 6-inch line they've re-released more times than I can even count, and in every single color imaginable and all that jazz. Um, but enough about me complaining about collecting toys that I do all the time. Since you guys are here, a little sneak peek for tomorrow. Ugh. Nothing. That was nothing. This bad boy will be up tomorrow. Let's see if I can get a good shot of him. I know it's gonna kind of blurry up because he's in the box. And no, Dad, I'm not taking him out of the box to show him. But this is the '84 D4 Real Rick with the reactor. Um, so you'll probably see him go up tomorrow. Yeah, it's really hard to see with the plastic, unfortunately. Um, then we got the what is it? I'm gonna probably butcher this pronunciation. Ymir, the Ray Harrison film. I didn't even know X Plus made these, and I'm very upset that I missed out, as it looks like these are extremely hard to grab. So we'll have that on the show tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of Ultra Kaiju, and ready to roll. Uh, yeah, Rob, you collecting all the D4 reels? Yeah, I don't blame you, man. These are awesome. And again, those guys at like My Kaiju Godzilla, those mini posters that they're putting out with these figures are just, I mean, it's unbelievable what these guys are doing with Photoshop and all that jazz. Yeah, no, they're no such thing as just toys. There's no. Uh, my daughter is almost 11 months, and I got all my stuff in the basement. I'm gonna have to put a lock and be like, you can never go down there. Those aren't play toys. I love all the D4 reels. They're awesome. The Rick ones are really, especially the '84. I mean, the reactor scene is one of my favorite scenes ever. In general, just the '84, just the blank look on his face. I don't know. He just always. It kind of reminded me of the '64 in that sense, where he just kind of looks like dead inside, I guess you could say. Like, he just looks like a soulless beast. So the reactor scene where he's charging up, and then uh, the seagulls or whatever fly by and like get his. I just love that scene. I kind of disappointed that they never followed up with that. That's in one movie. They're like, yeah, he listens to birds. He's part bird, of course. And they were like, nah, let's just do Biollante, big plant thing. The 64 Rick, I can't wait. I have one coming in as well. Um, yeah, just that's like that, and that's the type of scenes that I'm talking about, like that X Plus could have did, where obviously they did do it, just in a super deformed format. But imagine that in a 30 centimeter. That'd have been wild. Shut up and take my money. Um, Even the Geno D4 reel is amazing, and it comes with the little baby hatching out of the egg. I mean, Geno sucks and all that, but still a really cool figure. Uh, yeah, I'd buy another 64 too if it was that. Just because, I don't have enough of them. Only got, it's just everywhere. But all right, guys. So we've been up for, oh my God, it's almost been an hour. Jeez, just sitting here ranting. It's been an hour, 45 minutes almost, and my dad has still not gotten into the chat. So shout outs to Big Frank for just having no tech savviness at all. I really appreciate all you guys coming in and helping out with the chat and signing up to YouTube if you didn't. Um, I think this is going to be better for the show, better experience. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think it was. So again, tomorrow we'll be on Facebook Live one last time. And then I think, we're going to give this a shot going forward and hopefully hammer out so many issues. Like get my dad in here for one. That'd be nice. All right, so close it up with one last time. Just to count the delay, because again, the thing with Facebook was it was very varying. Sometimes it would be 5 seconds, sometimes it would be 20, sometimes it would be a minute. So it was really hard to gauge when we should let the chat catch up. Well, you guys catch up to us. So again, since hey, what's going on? So again, once, then we're 45 minutes in, 43 minutes in. Text now when you see me wave the figure. That's all. Just so I have some idea of what, if it's been consistent the whole time. Yeah, I mean, you guys are all clicking in. I literally just said that. At most, it's a 5-second delay. At most. So that's great. I'll just, so I will leave you with this beautiful face one last time. Not mine, Godzilla's, of course. And really appreciate you guys helping out and signing up. And we will catch you tomorrow night on Kaiju Live. Have a good night, everybody.